Got a 99 GMC Suburban with a 7.4. It's got a leaking intake manifold gasket. Okay, step one, disconnect the positive, negative battery. Why don't we go ahead and pull that out of there. Let's take all the intake manifold, or the air intake system out, the filter all the way through the hose, mass airflow sensor. Go ahead and disconnect your throttle position sensors here. One here. And just 3 bolts holding the throttle body on. Okay, to get these 2 cables and the throttle body out, just there's little tabs. Just squeeze them, slide them through the square hole. Squeeze these 2, slide them through the round hole. Pull the cable up through the little slit in it. Okay, now you're going to want to take off your serpentine belt. Just take a 3/8 inch drive like this one here, ratchet or breaker bar, throw it in the end of your tensioner, and just as you turn it, it just loosens it up. Okay, next, disconnect these wires that go to your AC clutch. This one back here and this one up here. And they are. Take out these 4 bolts here. Don't disconnect this one, this system from here. Alright, surprise, there's also a sensor in the back here. Don't forget that one, like I did. We've got the AC compressor over here. Try not to bind your lines, crimp them or anything. Don't want to have to pay for that later. It's out of the way. The throttle body's over here. I've already noticed one I've already missed to. Forgot to point out this one down here. Not even sure where that one goes to, but make sure you take them all off. Okay, now that you've got the wiring on this side disconnected, just pull it out of the way. It's not a bother anymore. I'm over to the driver's side. We've got these sensors disconnected. These sensors disconnected. This harness over here is disconnected. Your EGR stuff, your ventilation stuff, just pops right out. Alright, next we're going to have this tubing here that goes to your charcoal canister. This emission stuff goes right to there. There's a kind of a combination lock, little valve, little thing that releases it. I'm thinking it's just going to be easier to pull these 2 bolts off, so that's what I'm going to do. Likewise here, and disconnect this. Your other vacuum hoses, same one. Alright, so we've pulled off the CVAP stuff. Be careful, this hose is very fragile. You can feel it just moving it around. I'm just going to move it way out of the way. I'm actually going to slide it down below so I don't break it. I won't have to redo that one. And this one, remember guys, put your bolts back in again. Can't reiterate it. Stuff's kind of pitted and nasty. I'm just going to have to replace it, or want to replace it anyway. Don't forget you're going to need either a seal or to make your own. Okay, now go ahead and pull off the bolts for your gooseneck here. Alright, also, you got this heater core hose here. It goes into the water, the top of the, well, it's not the water pump, it goes in the top of the intake manifold. Okay, once you get that all taken out, disconnected, go ahead and you might need to give it a good tug or wiggle on your gooseneck. Set that aside. There's your thermostat right down there. Definitely going to be replaced, even if it's not in as bad a shape as mine. That is gross. Look at that crap. Don't forget, guys, these intake manifolds are aluminum, so liquid wrench or WD-40, they're your best friend right now. Disconnect your upper radiator hose. I've already drained mine. Okay, this one was a little tricky. I'm assuming this is some kind of emissions line, some exhaust gas recirculation line or something like that. It's two bolts. This one stays on the manifold. This one comes off. It's a lot like a fuel line where the pipe doesn't move. More of a compression fitting type thing. This one was real hard to get off. I had to let it soak with lubricant. So try not to tear that one up. That would be really easy to mess up if you did it wrong. Okay, now disconnect this vacuum line at the back of the intake manifold. The valve's over there. It's connected to the bracket that was holding up holding the wiring harness down to the intake manifold. And get that out of there. Clean it up, and I broke it. Okay, next step. I went ahead and moved the AC compressor. I had it just sitting right here. I moved it up there, tied it up to the hood. So we've got that broken vacuum line off, the bracket over there. Most of these things are disconnected as far as I can tell. There's the upper bolts are taken out. There's 4 on each side. Alright, I was wrong. It isn't just those 8 bolts. The sneaky ones here. There's one here holding this bracket on. Right? The bracket holds on the ignition coil back there. And there's another bolt over the back side over here. Right there. Holding that on. As far as I know, those are the only 2. I'll pull those off, see if it comes off then. I'm going to lift this up with the help of my cameraman. Say hello, cameraman.
Hi! How are you doing?
Alright. If any luck, it should come off this time. Straight up.
It's coming off.
Alright, there we go. There it is. That's pretty nasty.